Okay, so today me and my little went to the pool, and this is um, this has been like the biggest thing of our summer, mainly because I personally have not been able to or wanted to swim in a chlorinated pool for like, I don't know, 13 years, and I haven't swam in a pool in about 13 years. And so mainly because I've had in the past a lot of chemical sensitivities, and because I have the MTHFR gene mutation, my body doesn't detoxify from chemicals or toxins in general very well. So we had to figure out a way, and I am treating my child as though my child has the mutation as well, because I don't want to do any genetic testing on my child yet, and there's no harm in treating my child as though that's the case. So anyway, if anything, it's an opportunity for me to teach my little about keeping the body clean. And quite honestly, life would have been so different for me. My pathway to whole health would have been so much faster if I didn't have the gene mutation so much as if I had just known and practiced regular detoxification methods. So that's one reason that I created a 7-day detox program. But, in instances like this where, a lot of people don't realize just how toxic they are. And I'll tell you that 100% of every single person that I work with, or the need to detox and a high toxic levels are front and center, like the first and second thing that we work on outside of blood sugar regulation. It is so critical, and it impacts every problem, every health issue that everyone comes into my practice for. And just honestly, there's not an issue that I don't know that exists anymore that's plaguing our country, our world for that matter, that stems from just too much toxicity. It's just crazy. So I don't want to go down that rabbit hole too much, because I'll never get out. But I did want to just kind of open up some eyes of those of you that are watching to consider some of the things that you can do if you are in a pool, once a week, every day, whatever it is. The more you immerse yourself in a swimming pool, the more attention you need to put into your detoxification efforts after the pool. So one thing that I always do, and if you know that you have the MTHFR gene mutation, I recommend that you strongly, I recommend that you pay attention to these practices before and after you swim. So the first thing that you always want to do is shower, like get the chemicals off of your skin, because whatever you immerse your body in, whatever touches your skin, your body's going to absorb just as though you ate it or drank it. So first and foremost, get the stuff off of you. But working from the inside out, obviously hydrating a lot. I'm getting ready to go do a workout, and I have a rebounder, so I'm going to do some rebounding. It's a mini trampoline, if you don't know what that is. And that helps to move the lymphatic fluid throughout my system so that it works on pushing out the toxins that I have absorbed today. It'll push them out further. Before bed, I'll also take a detox bath of 2 pounds, or give or take 2 to 3 cups of Epsom salt and 2 to 3 cups of baking soda. And I will do that. That does an enormously wonderful job of, 1, helping me sleep, and 2, just relaxing my body and drawing a lot of that junk out of my system. It's a treat, quite honestly. What I'll also do is I will drink some milk thistle. And milk thistle is fantastic for boosting liver function, and my liver is going to be really busy in the next 24 to 48 hours working and processing through a lot of the toxins that I came into contact with today. And this little jobby I found per a doctor that I work with. It's called Spa Pool Detox. So you know that if they're making a tincture like this, that this is not an issue that hits, just a few people in the population. Spas and pools and the toxins and the chemicals that are in them, whether it's toxins from other people that are sharing the pool. I know it sounds so gross. I try not to go there when I'm in it because, gross. Toxins from other people is one thing. Toxins from the weather, like pools, public pools are not covered. So the elements and the toxins that are in the air and, all of that stuff, that's getting into the water as well. And that pool is not that pool water is not changed out regularly. Like you are getting the same pool water all season that the pool is open. They're just adding more water as the levels of the pool water get low. So I hope I'm not trying to ruin anybody's desire to go to the pool, but we got to be real here because if I don't do a lot of these practices, and this is just a couple of them that I'm sharing today, but if you don't do these practices and you realize or just start to notice in the next couple of days after you swim, is your skin breaking out? Do you have headaches? The first couple times I was going to the pool with my little this summer, I had a headache every day after we went to the pool. And it didn't take me long to realize that it's because I was not hydrating enough, oddly, to get as much of the junk that I was absorbing out of my system. So that's another reason why I make sure that I exercise the day that we go to the pool after we go to the pool, so I can move that lymphatic fluid and basically get the garbage out faster. One other thing that is an absolute must for me, especially with the MTHFR gene mutation, but also with such a crazy bad history of chronic illness, is I take Liposomal Glutathione. This one's from Researched Nutritionals. This is their watermelon flavor. I also recommend the orange. Please do not ever try the plain because it tastes horrid. Learned that the hard way. That was a long couple months trying to get through that. But anyway, this helps to boost your internal master antioxidant, which is glutathione. You can also, there's lots of different things you can do to boost your own level of glutathione. If you are so willing, the coffee enema boosts your glutathione production, which hammers out those toxins. The coffee enema is the actual best option to detoxify the body because it throws that glutathione production within your own body up 500 to 600% more than what you could do if I was taking a supplement or doing a tea, or doing a tincture. So I'm pretty well on top of my detox protocol from day to day right now. But when I start to get some brain fog and my energy's low and that sort of thing, then, we might go down the coffee enema route just because it is so effective. It took me a long time to get there, so I know a lot of you are watching this. You're like, whoa, I'd never do it. Never say never, dude. Never say never. Because when you are in a state where you just cannot function and your primary doctor's like, you're fine, everything's golden, all your blood work is awesome, and you're not awesome and you're not feeling great, that is where people like myself identify stressors that basically keep you moving forward when allopathic medicine and allopathic methods are not treating the root cause. So we're all about the root cause, treating the root cause, not treating the symptoms. That's whole health elements. That's looking at the whole person, the holistic nature of whole health, holistic health, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, so that's just kind of like a little snippet, and I hope, that's encouraging and inspiring for you if you are swimming this summer. I feel like there's so many other things that I could share in this, but quite honestly, if you've done my 7-day detox program or you want to invest in it, this is a great time to do it, because it's something that includes so many different types and methods of detoxification practices. I call them tips, tools, and techniques. And you can do them anytime, whether it's oil pulling or tongue scraping or skin brushing or doing detox baths or taking detox teas, you name it. Another thing that just popped in my head, and I just think about this because I did a grocery order yesterday, is incorporate broccoli sprouts into your lunchtime meal, your midday meal. They significantly boost that glutathione production as well from the inside out. So we can't always rely on supplements. I think that as a country, as a movement, the supplement movement or revolution is just gone like crazy, and people are so dependent on supplements versus lifestyle changes. And I know that I was guilty of that for a long time too, because I didn't understand that I needed to change things about my life. I needed to change things about my mental, about my mindset and my mental health and things like that, more so than I needed to rely on popping another pill, even if it was, a natural supplement or, something of that nature. So let's not get too crazy going down the supplement roller coaster, shall we? Not to mention how expensive that gets. So that's my jam for today. Drop me a comment if you have one to share. Would love to hear it. And stay tuned for more. Okay.